Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. And where we last left off, sadly, our maimed uncle died. Where are you? Right here. And, unfortunately, you know, he was wounded all his life from the time his father pushed him out of the castle. And, he turned out okay, though. His cousin is a pretty good fighter. He's pretty good at intrigue, too. In fact, no, he's not better. Also, we got a marriage with the daughter of the Baron of Spasna-Koma. And we are working on taking her sister out, so that she will inherit, and their son, who will be my heir's heir, will then bring that barony into the fold. It's not much. It really is not much at all. But it's better than nothing. And at this point, anything is better than nothing. Even my son, my nephews over here who are currently fighting for their lives and trying to gain independence, they're still Greek. They're still Hellenic. They're still relevant. I just have my doubts with their success, but I can't fault them for trying. And over here we still have Scotland and Denmark fighting over England. And Denmark actually lost a lot of power here when the Knightlings took over Sweden, because the Knightlings were a vassal of Denmark. They were actually the Jarl of Skane, which is now on to the Hildeton family, but the Knightlings held almost all of this. I think the only thing they didn't have was this area, but they had all this up here. All this. And now that they're king, we have a pretty powerful Sweden on our hands. Which is unfortunate that we couldn't get Greek, Hellenic to take root there. But it was a long shot anyways. I'm over it, everybody. Now the problem is, I am a subject of Sweden. If they get medium crown authority, they can revoke my titles. Not really ideal. And we may want to consider... Whoops, my cousin is of age. Well, what can we do for you, cousin? Let's see. Not really much of anything. I don't see any decent trades, at least not at the top. Actually, I should be doing it through here, so I have a better view of everything. You're 40... Ah! That's right, you. I had forgotten about you. Go ahead and marry my cousin. No. Desires a better alliance. Why would you want a better alliance? Here, take some money. There. Now, marry my cousin. No. Fine. Don't marry my cousin. I'll find someone else to marry him. You. No, 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 no. Let's see here. You're 43, you're too old. You. Go ahead and marry my cousin. You're my diviner. Are you my diviner? No. What? Oh, you're my, Oh, I'm not gonna touch you then. You can go ahead and, help my cousin. You. Marry my cousin. My cousin. Mustn't marry an infidel. Well, what good are you then? Okay. New plan. You. Marry my cousin. Yes. Good. Not an impressive woman, but I'll live. And, what's going on now? Is the Nightlings revolting against their... The Nightlings are fighting each other. Interesting. And we're still not in a position to do anything. Can I ransom you? Probably not. Because you have a negative 97 opinion of me. I can't ransom you anyway. Limited crown authority. Okay. Don't like it. Rebel. Rebel. Please? Please rebel? Please? 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 Come on. She's a female ruler, she raised crown authority, and her husband has an incredible neck beard. Okay, go ahead and gain the proud trait. His neck beard is almost as grand as High Chief Lee the First's. Almost. Not quite. You can use it to grow long and gray first. Now what's going on here? Why haven't I assassinated this person yet? Because I haven't thrown enough money at the problem. That's why. Ever have a problem? Throw more money at it. And my spy master died. That's unfortunate. He was a pretty good spy master. Go ahead and steal tech. I like tech. Tech is nummy. I wonder if I could arrange Independence faction. Probably not. I don't think I have enough men for it. Nope. And people aren't going to join. Come on, I need to kill her off before she has kids. Hello, my son! You are now of legal age. Congratulations, let us find you someone good. Which might be difficult because there's not very many good people out there right now. At least as far as pagans go. Let us see. You're 45. You're 70. Do we have anyone at all? You're strong. I see. Do we have anyone near the top that isn't 80 years old? You're 18, but you're kind of meh. You're 43, 72. Now, I saw that strong person was way down the list somewhere. Right there's one. That's not the one I was looking at, but that one's better than that. So, hello! Zwinsliabla. Marry my son. No. Would prefer a matrilineal marriage, would not marry an infidel. Take some money! Hello! Marry my son now! No! Curses. Okay. You're quick, but you're old. You're older. Looks like I'm not going to find anyone good. You're 11. You have decent stats, but you're depressed. Could I, perchance, Arrange a betrothal with you? No. Wouldn't marry an infidel. Hello. Hi. Money. Money? Does money change your opinion on infidels? Please? Not educate. Betrothal. I'm having problems. There. No. Won't marry an infidel. Okay, well, that's enough playing around. Let's just find a decent something. You. Congratulations. You are the chosen one. Very good. And you're also a better spy master than one I currently have. But that's more of a coincidence. Or is it? Now, castle infrastructure. Legalism, still beyond my grasp. As is any of these, except cavalry. Well, why not? There's only 10. And shipbuilding. Because I know I don't have enough ships. I need to do something about those lost holy wars. The only way I know to fix that is to win holy wars. And my uncle died. That's unfortunate. He was my marshal. Okay, okay. There you go. How is this looking? You. I do not have a cast a spell on you. Purses. So I'm stuck back at square one with no claims on Ireland. And the steward has ideas for improving the economy. Well, let's adopt his ideas. I love having good stewards. They're useful. So it's in all likelihood he's going to take control. It doesn't really help the problem that I have of my family being nowhere near the throne again. Though I currently have 49% of my liege's top levy. Or current levy, or whatever it is. I'm more interested in this, and why isn't this doing anything? You would think assassinating a baron would be nothing compared to assassinating royalty. Also, your hair is very red. Let's invite another person, and a daughter was born. That's not ideal. I would have rather had a son, but I'm sure you'll work on it. The cook complained about my son's temper tantrum. Apparently he punched her son in the face again. Well, good for him. Aha! Will die by poisoned wine at an upcoming banquet. Or will he? She. It. This looks like the end of the war right here. Success! She died not knowing the name of her killer. Which means my daughter-in-law should take over there when he dies. How old is he? 46. Excellent. This looks like it's going to be the war right here. Fortunately, I'm not a part of it. That's too bad for you, buddy. You're kind of in prison now. My little son always has his nose in the scriptures and spends all his time among priests. Such a bright little child. Indeed. Europe's still a mess. The Carlings still in charge. They sort of go hand in hand. Either the Carlings are always in charge. Either the Carlings are in charge and Europe is a mess, or they're not. And it's not. Looks like Asturias broke apart, at least temporarily. And what's going on here? My son, what have you done? I have no clue. He acted dishonorably towards me. Stop it. Be good. I'm not gonna imprison my own son. That'd be foolishness. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get anywhere there. Unfortunate. Ah, he must have killed... No, that was someone else. I don't know then. It popped up the same time he died. That made me assume that it was him. Was he involved in it? Is that his wife, or... No, that's not his wife. Huh. It is a mystery. Well, one moment. And I'm back! Sorry about that, folks! Seems like I can't get anywhere in the recording session without someone interrupting me about something. And I still have no idea why I can imprison him. He wants to become a marshal. I did see that. Is he better? No. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Lots of unlanded sons, draining down my prestige. Well, I can't say one thing. It's not that, like... What? A rumor about a spy sneaking around in my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. I am not concerned. Gain 10 piety. Behead him! Gain the temporary ruthless trait, +2 martial and -10 church vassal opinion. I will kill him with my bare hands. Strong for a couple of months, or carve out his eyes. I get the cruel temporary trait for a couple months, and I am not concerned. It's a shame that none of these smaller states are breaking apart, other than over here in France. But I don't think I could ever hold that. Aha! I see. Psh, yeah, because I'm going to attack Kumania. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be joking. Huh. Question is, could I get there in time? I sort of have my doubts. So I'm just gonna leave it go this time. Monster! Still having a massive army of troops? Yes, still having a massive army of troops. Betrothed can marry. You're Greek Hellenic? Yes. You have all those claims. I could look at some of them. I don't have the casus belli for them, though. Unless he comes to my court, which he won't, because he's currently regent in Holland. That's not gonna happen. Oh, I could strike there. I just don't know if I have the time to. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? He calls in his allies. That could be annoying. Stein of Moor. We will not join religious enemies against brothers of the faith. These dead religions have it hard, man, let me tell ya. I'd hate to be a member of a dead religion. Or at least a dead religion trying to, regain its prestige. After all, Hellenic paganism used to be one of the biggest religions in the world. After, Alexander the Great conquered Persia and all the way over to India. He didn't conquer India, though. I think he died before then. But... oh, that's just the subject. Oh. Well, it's better than nothing. But, I believe the Hellenic paganism just spread through all of this here. And so his last acts... on his deathbed, he convinced one of my errant followers that the Hellenic faith was the correct one. I suppose it was his last will and testament that such and such, I don't remember his name, convert. I'm okay with that. Today my son asked me for a fief. It's not ready. Or a fife, whatever you want to call it. Cookies and milk. Did son join the Independence faction? Yeah. Yeah! Come along then, hurry up. I'm running out of time. When the clock strikes 100%, this war will be over. There we go. And then what I can do if I really want to be a jerk is, whoever I'm pressing this claim for... oh wait, no, I'm subjugating it. Oh, well in that case... I can... that's more land for me. That's more money for me. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get it before the war ends. I hope so. Norway's involved? Oh man, you're done. You're done. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Norway. I'm a little worried that... well, I suppose he has a bunch of other areas that he has to convert to Norse. He's probably not worried about converting Crete. I was wondering if maybe Sweden's Seer, or whatever they have, might come over here to create an attempt to convert me. That would be unfortunate. Although I have noticed I stopped getting the messages about the priests coming to try and convert me. I suppose that's a good thing, but I like that money. It was only a couple gold, but still money. I like money. If you haven't picked that up yet. You're starting to show your age, buddy. You gonna die soon? Knowledge and trade practices has increased, and such is no longer the guardian of my liege. I wonder if it'll allow me to, educate him now. Probably not. Probably hostage to a foreign power. Meh. Yep. Would be a hostage and a foreign power. I don't know why I keep getting that. I'm not a foreign power. I mean, I am, but... I'm not. And we got a bunch of people. There we go. Mine. Nom 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 nom. Excellent. I think. Isn't this mine now? Yeah, you're my vassal. And now I can set my person here onto there and Work on fabricating a claim. Whoa! The day the earth shook. The earth shook. The people screamed and buildings cracked. A cloud of foul-smelling air swept over the village, making torches and fires burn bright green for several hours. It took a couple of days repairing the cracked buildings and salvaging items from a few older houses that had collapsed. Luckily, everyone escaped unharmed. I slowly walked through the city, examining the buildings and noting what remained to be repaired when an excited peasant approached me. Without bothering with formalities, he told me about a giant crack in the ground just outside his farm. He wanted me to come in and inspect it, and perhaps determine what to do about it. I could tell him off. I'll get a flaming gap. And get -20 piety and -2 general opinion. Or I could have him show me, in which case I get a flaming gap and the gate of hell. What? Well, show the way, but if, you know, this is a town called Tristram and there's a giant red crack in the ground, I'm not gonna jump into it. I'll go find some guy who's been wandering around a church for the last few days to go into it. Okay. Now that the Diablo 1 jokes are done. The foul smell that has swept over the city the day the earth shook slowly crept up on us as I retched involuntarily. The wound that had burst open in the farmer's field spewed fire and brimstone, and we stopped aghast at the sight. The flames and fiery stone threatened the bare ground around the gap, and the farmer was lucky his field leaf. It's just a hole in the ground. Or I must take a close... I have never seen this chain of events. I have no idea where it's going. I'll take a closer look to it. Yeah. The tormented souls of hell. Wailing screams and cries for help seemed to emit from the burning gap. The farmer grew pale and refused to take one step further. I walked as close to the hellhole as I dared and tried to peek down. Apart from the occasional fiery stone and eyebrow-licking flames, I could see nothing. The wailing and screams seemed to increase until I felt as if my head would explode. I stumbled backwards, fell to the ground, shifting beneath my feet, and would have fallen into place if the farmer hadn't grabbed my arm and pulled me away. It's just a hole, right? Or I need this gap closed now. Well, time to put a sign up. Calling all adventurers. There's a giant gap here that needs closing. This could lead somewhere interesting, though. Or it could lead to me being possessed. I don't know. Close the gates of hell. I gave the wisest man and woman of my court 3 days to come up with a solution on how to close the gap that seemed to open up the whole way to hell. Hades. Within 3 days, they all had thought up different solutions to the problem. Feed it cattle. The demons inhabiting the gap should be satisfied. Try filling it with stones. The hole cannot be abyssal. Or sacrifice the most precious thing in the world. My daughter. My daughter. Well, Hellenic paganism. If a gate to Hades opened up, I suppose the most likely thing would be to sacrifice a person to it. I don't think feeding it with cattle would work. Look at me trying to be all roleplay, and I don't think filling it with stones would work. So, if they really believe that it's a gate to hell... Okay. Sacrifice to close the gap. My son has a tender, loving soul. Those who love get love in return. Okay. Sacrifice my child. One of the wise women told me she had a vision during the 3 days that they were supposed to meditate on how to close the gap. She had said the peril would overcome only when I threw into the chasm what I held to be most dear, and I immediately thought of my eldest son. And with a heavy heart, I agreed to meet the wise woman in the pit together with my oldest son. 90% chance that it might work, 10% chance it might not work. See? I'm not stupid. At age 15, my son was executed by High Chief Lee II of Crete. It worked! The gap is finally closed. No more fiery stones of flame, no more wailing voices from the underground. It took a human sacrifice, but now the gates of hell are closed. Gates of hell were being removed from me, and human sacrifice closed the gates of hell. Minus 20 prestige monthly, plus 5 intrigue, minus 2 general opinion, minus 2 church vassal opinion. Okay, so that wasn't ideal. I was sort of trying to roleplay through it. Well... It only cost me my son. Well then, next time on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Hellenic Edition, I have no idea what I'm going